Welcome everyone. We are discussing basic problems of vectors. Today, through this video, I will discuss the most important chapter of vector as well as it is also included in three dimension, that is direction cosines and direction ratios. So before we start, we give definition of direction cosine and direction ratios. So look, there are three straight lines in space OX, OY, OZ. This is discussed in plane, but OX, OY, OZ are three mutually perpendicular straight lines in space. Now OP is a line. OP is a line. It makes an angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis, and gamma with z-axis. So OP makes an angle, OP makes angles alpha, beta, gamma with x, y, and z-axis. So alpha, beta, gamma, they are called direction angle. And cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, they are called direction cosines. Direction cosines. So they are denoted by LMN. They are denoted by LMN. Therefore, L equals to cos alpha. M, we also use M equals to cos beta and N equals to cos gamma. We also use this symbol to denote direction cosine. So cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are called direction cosines. Now property. I am not proving the property, but look, very simple proof. So property is L square plus M square plus N square equals to 1. So that is cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma equals to 1. So this is property of direction cosine. Now what is direction ratios? So three numbers A, B, C are called direction ratios of a line if they are proportional to corresponding direction cosine. Direction cosines. If they are proportional to corresponding direction cosines. Therefore, A is to B is to C equals to L is to M is to N. That is what we are getting: L by A, M by B, N by C. And you know a property, if they are equal, then you can write it again: L by A, M by B, N by C. So squaring and adding with root over sign. So this is L square plus M square plus N square by A square plus B square plus C square. Now element represent direction cosine. So this is 1. A square plus B square plus C square. So what we are getting? L equals to A by A square plus B square plus C square. This is L, A by. So what is M? B by a square plus b square plus c square, and n equals to cy a square plus b square plus c square. So, this is relation between direction cosine and direction angles. You have to remember it. Any number, it may be direction ratios. Suppose 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It may be direction ratios, but it is not direction cosine. This is D ratios. Any number may be direction ratios. But to make it direction cosine, so you have to fulfill this property. So 1, 1, 1, not D cosine, because adding you get root 3. So you have to remember formula of direction cosine. This property and relation between direction ratios and direction cosine. The next theory, so you also get one problem from three-dimensional part regarding direction cosine and direction ratios, not from vector part. So look, if r vector equals to xi plus yj plus zk, then r cap xi yj plus zk by root over its magnitude. So x by, we can write it in this form, I cap into k cap. Now look, if r is a vector, unit vector, then components of I, these are components of I. So if you consider this as L, this as L, this as M, Y, and say third one as Z by this. So what we are getting, look, L square plus M square plus N square equals to 1. So you remember it, if R is a unit vector, then components of Ijk represent direction cosine. And if R is any vector, then components of Ijk, they are direction ratios. Because look, x, y, z are L, this M and this. If you cancel it, you get x, y, z. So x, y, z, they represent direction ratios. For any vector, components of Ijk represent direction ratios. If it is expressed in terms of unit vector, then it represents direction cosine. For example, suppose r vector equals to I plus j plus k. So what is D ratios? D ratios, components of Ijk. So what is r cap? I plus j plus k by root 3. So what is D cosine? So 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3. So this is this to be noted, most important result. Then D ratios of line, D ratios of a line joining 2 points. Capital A, x1, y1, z1, and capital B, x2, y2, z2. So what is AB vector? We have already discussed it. PV of B minus PV of A. So y2 minus y1 into j cap. Then z2 minus z1 into k cap. So what is D ratios? Components of IJK. So this one. So you can also write it because it is a ratio as you please. This is not Z2 minus Z1. You can also change the order. So these are the theory relating D ratios and D cosine of a line. This is most important for 3 dimension. Now we consider some problems. Problem number 1. The coordinate of P and Q are 1, 5, 4 and 4, 1, minus 2. Find the cosine of PQ. So, I have already discussed PQ is equal to PV of Q minus PV of P. So, PV of Q 4i plus j minus 2k. If it is cap is given or not, we always suppose that they are unit vector. I plus 5j plus 4k. So, we are getting 3i minus 4j, I minus 5j, 4j, minus 2k minus 4k, this is 6k. So, it is PQ vector. So, we have already stated you have to find D cosine, you have to express in terms of unit vector. So, PQ equals to, PQ cap equals to, so 6 square, 3 square, minus 4 whole square, minus 6 whole square with root over. So 3i minus 6j minus 4j minus 6k by 36 plus 16 plus 9. So this is 461 by root over 61. So 3 by root over 61 into I cap minus 4 by root over 61 into j cap, 6 by root over 61 into k cap. So it is unit vector. So components of IJK represents D cosine. So D cosine of PQ, 3 by root 61, 4 by root 61, 6 by root 61. So, express it in terms of unit vector. Then components of IJK represent the cosine. Next, second problem. So that I plus j plus k is equally inclined with axis. So this is R vector. I plus j plus k. So look, it is not unit vector. So what is unit vector? I plus j plus k by root 3. So 1 by root 3 into I cap, 1 by root 3 into j cap, 1 by root 3 into k cap. So this is unit vector. And you know, angle made by x-axis, this is cos alpha. equals to 1 by root 3. So alpha equals to cos inverse 1 by root 3. Angle made with y-axis is beta. So cos beta equals to d ratios. This is m. So beta equals to cos inverse 1 by root 3. And n equals to cos gamma. So cos gamma equals to again 1 by root 3. So gamma equals to cos inverse 1 by root 3. So look, it makes an angle cos inverse 1 by root 3 with x, with y and with z. So it is equally inclined with axis. So to get angle of the line with coordinate axis, we find its unit vector, then equate with cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Next, problem number 3. So problems are very simple. You need only idea. They are all 2 marks problem. 1 or 2 marks. A unit vector alpha makes an angle pi by 3 with x-axis. So alpha equals to pi by 3. So what is cos alpha? Cos pi by 3 equals to half, and this is L. Pi by 4 with y-axis. So m equals to cos beta, cos pi by 4. So 1 by root 2. And n equals to cos theta, making an angle theta with z-axis. So we are getting lmn. Now you have to find theta. So what is the property? L square plus m square plus n square equals to 1. So 1 by 4 L square, 1 by 2 plus cos square theta equals to 1. So cos square theta equals to 1 minus half. So half minus 1 by 4. So this is 1 by 4 plus minus half. Now, so if it is positive, so theta equals to pi by 3. If it is negative, so theta equals to 2 pi by 3. 120 degree, you know this is minus half. And you see the language, acute angle theta with z-axis, find theta. So this one is acute angle. So theta equals to pi by 3. This is most important problem. Now problem number 4. A line lies in xy plane, makes an angle 30 degree with x-axis. So line lies in xy plane. This is x and this is y. And it makes an angle 30 degree with x-axis. So alpha equals to 30 degree. So since it lies in xy plane, the line lies in xy plane. OP, this line lies in xy plane. So what is beta? Angle made with y-axis. So beta equals to 60 degree. Now this is x and y. So z-axis is perpendicular to both x and y. So what is gamma? Gamma equals to 90 degree. So this should be noted. The line lies in xy plane. The line OP entirely lies in xy plane. So if we consider this as xy plane, then z-axis is perpendicular to both x and y. So OP also perpendicular with z-axis. So that is why gamma equals to 90. So what is lmn? D cosine. So cos 30, cos 60, cos 90. So this is root 3 by 2. And this is half, this is 0. So this is d ratios, d cosine of the line. Next we consider 2 more problems. Now two more problems. A vector makes angles alpha, beta, gamma with axes. So that sin square alpha, sin square beta, sin square gamma equals to 1, cos 2 alpha, cos 2 beta, cos 2 gamma equals to 1. So alpha, beta, gamma with coordinate axes. So it is basically problem of trigonometry. So A equals to cos alpha, M equals to cos beta, and N equals to cos gamma. It is given. And we also know cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equals to 1. So this is our property. Now try to express in terms of sign. So 1 minus sin square alpha, 1 minus sin square beta, 1 minus sin square gamma equals to 1. So what we are getting? Sin square alpha. Transferring to right hand side. Sin square beta, sin square gamma equals to 1, 2, 3, 3 minus 1, this is 2. So this is the first one. So very simple. B. So here you have to express alpha in terms of multiple angle. So you know formula of 2 sin square alpha, 2 sin square beta. So look, 2 sin square alpha, 1 minus cos 2 alpha. So this is our working tool. So express it in terms of cos. So 1 minus cos 2 alpha by 2, 1 minus cos 2 beta by 2, 1 minus cos 2 gamma by 2 equals to 2. So 1 minus cos 2 alpha, 1 minus cos 2 beta, 1 minus cos 2 gamma equals to 4. 2 into 2 is 4. So transfer cos 2 alpha, cos 2 beta, cos 2 gamma to right hand side. This will be plus. And this is, so look, 1 plus 1 plus 1, so 3, 3 minus 4, so this is minus 1. So this will be minus 1. This is minus 1. So correct it. So this is problem of trigonometry using this property. Now last one. Find a vector of magnitude 5 root 2, making an angle pi by 4 with x-axis. So pi by 4, so L equals to cos pi by 4 equals to 1 by root 2. And M equals to cos pi by 2 with y-axis, so this is 0. Now what is an acute angle with z-axis? So it makes, x-axis makes an angle 90 degree with the line makes an angle 90 degree with y-axis. So cos pi by 2 is 0. So what is n? So suppose n equals to cos theta. So angle made with z-axis is theta. So L square plus m square plus n square equals to 1. So 1 by 4 plus 0 plus n square equals to 1. So cos pi by 4, so this is 1 by 2. Sorry. So n square equals to half. N square equals to 1 minus half. So cos square gamma equals to n square equals to half. So cos gamma equals to 1 by root 2 plus minus 1 by root 2. So angle is acute. So what is n? n equals to 1 by root 2. n equals to 1 by root 2. So we are getting ln n. So r vector equals to, this is r cap, li mj nk. I have already discussed, if it is ln n d cosine, then the vector represent unit vector. So L is 1 by root 2 into I plus 0 into j, 1 by root 2 into k. So this is r cap. Now what is our required vector? A vector of magnitude 5 root 2. So required vector equals to 5 root 2 into r cap. So 5 root 2 into 1 by root 2 I, 1 by root 2 k. So 5 into I plus k. 5 into I plus k. So this will be our final answer. So today, through this video, we have discussed what is d cosine and d ratios of a line. And we have solved some important problems regarding these topics. These problems are sufficient for board's problem. Thank you for today.